Monday and or Tuesday to everyone listening, or maybe the later day, whatever day it is, because we're the FKA podcast. We're joined to you by Reed Wilson, Seth, and Trent, also with last names of Butler and Tatum. That's got a nice off the rip podcast right here. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but first we're gonna hit us off with a little icebreaker. All right, you got a little bit of a stinky breath. You're on a date. You go and you grab some kind of item to put into your mouth to make your breath smell better. Are you going for a gum or a mint?
Ooh, good question. I think on a date, I'm going for mint because I don't want to be chewing the whole time.
Okay.
But on a more regular basis, it's gum. Yeah.
Your daily driver's the gum. Your daily mouth cleanser driver.
Yeah, when it's not a Zyn, it's gum.
I don't always chew gum, but when I'm not, it's Zyn.
I'm going mint as well for the reason that Trent said. You don't want to be. Let's see if that gets to the audio listeners. That was me chewing. You don't want to be chewing all the time on your date.
But if your date needs some, you can't share a mint. You've already eaten the mint. You know, if they need a little
you're
gum.
thinking about passing the gum.
Yeah, if they need a little hand. Your partner needs a little bit of help there.
Well, if you know you're going into a date situation, I think that, speak of sitcom moments, as we discussed last pod, I think you being on a date and maybe having like a peppercorn stuck between your teeth or having lettuce stuck in your teeth or whatever, that's a very sitcom moment. You should avoid foods that could either stain your shirt or make your breath smell bad, whatever.
Yeah, onions are on the blacklist. Onions, garlic, blacklist items when you're going on a date 1 through 6.
I think it's a test. All right, I'm getting fucking garlic bread
with onions, raw onions on top.
We're hitting up the Indian joint. We're getting garlic naan. Okay.
If she asks for another date, then it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Right.
Kiss you with chutney breath.
Yeah. Chutney breath.
I'm getting a freaking sardines and tomato sauce.
Psycho move, jail.
You're wearing like a bright white zip up painter's outfit. You're eating your tomato sauce.
You show up to the date in a straight jacket. Order your sardine banh mi.
I say that. I think the second date that me and my girlfriend Jill went on was to an ice cream place, and I got the blue ice cream, which did make my lips and tongue and whatever teeth all blue. So
but that's fun. It doesn't smell.
But tastes very good too.
I was gonna say, but did she think it tasted good?
So it was our third date, actually. And yeah, I'm not sure how much was transmitted, but anyway.
But as always, we do have drinks today.
Yes.
You guys. Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm drinking the Sangiovese again. Very nice. Very good. This time I have a glass, which is cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And what kind of red is this? Is Sangiovese the type, or that's the brand?
Yeah, Sangiovese is a type of grape.
Okay.
Sangiovese is typically it's from Italy, but this one is from Seattle. It's kind of like
the Italy of Washington.
Dry. It's not super dry. Maybe kind of middle of the road red. It's a nice table wine.
Mid-red.
Okay. Yeah. I've once again got the Simpler Times Lager beer of Trader Joe, which does have 6.2% ABVs on that thing. So
nice.
Yeah. It's hot tooing on me.
Oh God.
Yuck. I got a Coca-Cola Zero, but I had another commemorative tequila midway through the last one, and then I also had a couple vodka caramel like ounces of vodka shots, maybe one
Okay.
and a quarter.
Okay. All right.
Well, I have nothing to mix. Well, what am I gonna mix vodka caramel with? Like I don't have nothing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like I got. This is the only thing I got in my house right now. I got a couple
I feel like
shooters
it'd be
and a
good in a
vodka
White
caramel.
Russian.
No, it's good with apple cider, which is why I have it. But like,
That's fair.
I ain't got no apple cider. It's not apple cider season as it is June. It's like strawberry and cherry season.
Maybe
yeah.
even July.
Mm.
Yeah, this.
Oh
might be-
yeah,
might be
this is July. Spoiler alert.
Oh
we
yeah,
recorded
happy
these early.
Independence Day approaching, fast approaching.
Oh yeah, we can do a little Independence Day segment. Yeah, how many hot dogs you gonna eat?
Well,
now
hang
that
on.
we ain't got what's his face to eat them for us.
Independence Day is on a Thursday this year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to record on a different day. We'll have to figure that out some other
No,
time.
well, so this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, next podcast is going to be the Independence Day podcast.
So this one, we're at like July 1st. This is fun. Us coming out, figuring out when these episodes are coming out. Yeah.
I
Okay.
hope the listeners enjoy this as well.
Hey,
but dude,
you know,
speaking of,
oh, you go.
No, speaking of,
no,
I'm gonna
you
go.
speaking of Seth interrupting me. No, Seth, you mentioned your beers from Trader Joe's. I had a new item, I guess, from Trader Joe's today that I've never had before, and it was their vegan mint gum,
Oh, interesting.
and it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
It was so bad, dude. The
How you gonna
mint
be
flavor,
a mint and gum? Come on.
the mint flavor lasted approximately 30 seconds.
That's pretty good. That's all you need.
That's spit it out afterwards.
Fuck to
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was the worst thing I've ever had from Trader Joe's. That's all I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Trader Joe's
Um,
usually pretty good. Not today.
call me crazy. I didn't know that gum wasn't vegan.
Yeah, they probably
I don't
kill
know,
some
man.
horses for it or whatever. You can probably get some vegan gum. You're not eating it though. You're spitting it out.
That's
So
true.
you're good. So you're good. You're not consuming it. You're kosher. It flies by.
Okay, you want to hear? You know, chewing gum has been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient Greeks and the ancient Mayas were apparently chewing gum.
They're also drinking lead. I don't know. Let's make sure that's on the table.
So they would. It's like plant resin. The Greeks and the Mayans.
Spearmint? You think you got spearmint back then? Or they
No,
cinnamon
I
toast?
yeah, I don't think they had a cinnamon flavor or anything. The Chinese historically would chew the roots of ginseng plants, so that one had a little bit of a kick to it.
I've heard
Get
of
you going
ginseng.
in the morning. It's got like energizing properties. But the Inuit of Canada would chew blubber.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I just assume that's like gristle, like when you get to like
Yeah,
the third of the ribeye that you can't eat, right? And you like, oh, I can't eat this part.
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's not gonna make your breath smell good. But I'm looking at ginseng and like, why do you think to eat this? At all? Like, why do you think to eat
I
this?
don't know.
This is crazy.
It is
looks
kind of
like
interesting that
a root.
somebody a long time ago was like, you know what? I just really wish I could chew on something right now and spit it out.
Yeah.
Right.
It is interesting.
What do you call the branches of a tree that go underground?
Roots. As discussed earlier, the roots.
You say roots? You
No,
actually
I
say
don't. No, I don't. You said that, so I started saying that.
Yeah, I was like, I say roots in my day-to-day life. I say root here because it's funny.
Yeah.
But
I'm a root boy.
you're
I'm a
root boy. Shout out to Rihanna. Oh, we lost him. First time on the Riverside.
Oh, man.
I think I'm back.
You're actually
Sorry, guys.
recording in higher quality according to the Riverside.
Nice. Well, hopefully we kept that early stuff because it was really great. It's all really great.
Starting the recording for set to change their device. Well, technical difficulties. You know what? Fuck. You know, that's all we got. Like if that happened, it happened. You know.
Yeah. Well, early American settlers would just chew tobacco leaves. So, I mean, they were popping zins. Kind of.
That's right.
Now we're popping tabs.
Exactly. I was really just trying to figure out if gum is vegan generally, which I think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's made out of anything normal anymore. I think it's all synthetic shit.
It's like rubber.
Good folks at Wrigleyville, or Wrigley, really going crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Just Trader Joe's advertised it as vegan so they could get away with not having any flavor, probably.
It's kind of crazy that like Trader Joe's, like, it's kind of like, I don't know. Oh, I would assume most people would attribute it with being like above average healthy joint, right? Like it's like a healthier grocery store, whatever
Okay.
that means.
Yeah.
But like, what they're most known for is having cheap wine and a really good freezer section.
yeah.
Yep.
Two things that are not healthy at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
they're
they've got
in an
some
interesting
killer-
spot.
They've got some
For sure.
killer dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Yeah, and
For sure.
candy. They have knockoff
Yeah. Yeah.
Swedish fish that are really good. So,
So,
like,
Yeah.
I follow this one guy on TikTok, just real quick, and he's
Yeah,
got
I
some
can't-
interesting like finance or economics stuff that he talks about. So one of the things that he talked about is how Trader Joe's makes more money. A big thing in like retailing is revenue per square foot. So in terms of grocery stores, Trader Joe's makes the most money per square foot because they tend to be small stores in highly trafficked areas. So like they have a pretty good formula. That doesn't necessarily mean they're better than Walmart because Walmart is much bigger. Walmart overall makes a lot more money. They've got stores in places that are less highly populated, whatever. One of the other things speaking about healthy stuff, have you guys been to Sweet Green before?
I refuse.
Nope, never been there.
The fuck am I paying that much money for a salad for, bro? Come on.
So Sweet Green is lumped into in this guy's videos, which I think are really interesting, and I think my girlfriend Jill is probably sick of hearing me talk about this. But he's got this interesting series of videos where he compares Sweet Green to Kava, which is another sort of similar, like there's a like array of stuff and you can put onto a bowl and mix it
It's
together.
Chipotle, but it's different.
Yeah.
Sweet green salad and Kava is Mediterranean.
And then he compares those both to Chipotle. So Chipotle is the biggest of those three. It's got the most locations. It's been around the longest.
And it's
Sweet
the
Green
best.
like is the most recent one, which started in like New York or Washington or something kind of recently in the past, I don't know, 10 or 15 years or whatever. But anyway, Chipotle makes like, I don't know, $1 off of every bowl that it sells. Sweet Green loses like $3 on every salad.
Well, they're really trying to make it up on the naked juice or whatever they're selling with it. Like,
No, I mean they've never made money, and they might never make money. In fact, they're investing a whole bunch of money that has been invested into them into a salad making robot, so that they're like, we need to like reduce our ingredient wastage and stuff like that, and improve our portions and stuff like that, so that we can actually make money. And
yeah, if
also
you videotape the robots, they can't be coerced into putting more scoops of shit of
That's true.
salad into your you extra fucking leaf of lettuce.
That's true. It's like, yeah, I mean, how is it costing you that much when it's like Chipotle has like, you know, carne asada and stuff like that? I don't know how lettuce is
And
costing
queso,
you more.
and you got lettuce and kale, some
But
chard.
so like, I thought that was really interesting because it's like Sweet Green basically is opening up all its new stores like right down the block from Chipotle. So they don't even have like their own strategy. They're just doing what Chipotle did, but they're losing money every step of the way. So if you like Sweet Green, do it a favor and don't go. Is
Oh yeah, because it'll save money.
yeah. Anyway,
That's
I thought that
funny.
was interesting.
I'm
Yeah,
more
Korean
interested.
Chipotle opened up by a Chipotle near me called Beamy Bop, and it's exactly what I just said, and it's all right, you know. But
Yeah.
like Chipotle is kind of the best, and Qdoba is an okay alternative. I don't really
Well-
need much else when it comes to
I
my
was gonna
fast
say-
casual rice bowls.
I was going to say I'm more interested in this Kava place. I've never heard of this. But Mediterranean Chipotle sounds fucking genius.
Yeah, I haven't been to one, but I've been to Naf Naf Grill, which is like also
Yeah.
Mediterranean Chipotle, and I think it's definitely a market for it, but like I can't eat falafel, so that's kind of and it's also not that good, but like despite that, yeah, I think Kava's real good. I think people like it. I think it's expensive though. That's what I mainly hear, that it's like a 1.5, 1.25 to 1.5 times as expensive as Chipotle, which
The
is
other
kind
thing-
of the problem, because Chipotle is like the max I would pay.
The other thing too is like this guy. I guess this guy is like interested in this too. You know, he's made multiple TikToks about it, and I can't shout him out because I don't know.
What his
It just
name
shows
is.
up. It just shows up to me, you know, and I enjoy it when it shows up. But he talks about the cost per calorie. So at Sweet Green, it's horrible. It costs you so much to get a calorie. At Chipotle, where you can get like things with protein, like beans and like ground beef or whatever, it's like, you know, the cost of the meal is about the same, but you're getting so much more at Chipotle versus Sweet Green. So that's something that people consider too. So people aren't going, and then whenever people go, Sweet Green loses money. So
That's insane. I
Yeah.
kind of don't believe that, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think whoever told you that may be a little bit crazy, because there's no fucking way Sweet Green is existing like that.
no, dude, they're just growing so fast. People invest money in them. So like, you don't ever have to make money these days.
Damn. Tell that to every fast food restaurant. Come on.
For every $15 of revenue, the source is Sweet Green. For every $15 of revenue, Sweet Green reported an operating loss of $2.56.
Shit, that's bad.
This is from like their documents they send out to investors and stuff.
That's funny,
Like-
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
All right, at the nearest Kava, which is in Wicker Park, right?
Mhm.
So if I were to drive about 40 minutes south, east, I could go to Kava, and I get myself a bowl that cost me $15.55. That's a steak bowl,
hmm
and it's like it's only gonna have a couple things in it. It's gonna have pickled onions, crazy feta, tzatziki sauce, basmati rice, and grilled steak.
That
Right?
sounds incredible, man.
I can't eat hummus, so I think I'm kind of out on Kava. I think that's kind of the big sell, is people go fucking nuts for hummus, and rightfully so. Hummus is bitching, but I can't eat it.
Yeah. Also, in case you guys were interested, I'm looking at Kava's website right now. No locations in Washington.
Damn.
Dude, that's crazy.
There's like 10 locations in Alabama.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
They-
crazy. That actually is crazy.
They should have picked you before they picked us, dude. That's crazy.
They're really hitting up all those folks in the defense industry. But like, I don't want to add cucumber to my meal anytime. So when like a couple
Oh.
other options are cucumber, I'm out. Kalamata olives, out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me out on these
Pickles,
Chipotle
bro?
style
I don't need pickles in my Chipotle bowl.
Chipotle style places. Poke,
In.
Chipotle.
Chipoke.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good. But no, poke is by far, I think, my favorite build your own bowl style of place.
Can you, Trent or Reed, define to me what poke is?
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's sashimi in a bowl.
It's sushi Chipotle.
okay, like so it's
It's
It has
Chipotle,
to
but
have-
it's sushi.
so it has fish in it, like it's a fish dish.
Bro,
that we-
it's
Yeah.
sushi. It's
Yeah.
sushi.
No. I get this conceptually, okay?
Uh-huh,
But
yeah.
like it's like you know, you're going there, so it's just like it means burrito bowl but sushi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get raw
Fine.
fish. Like, instead of like carne asada, I'm getting spicy tuna, and there's only one kind of rice. Like,
Here.
But my bowl with tuna or whatever, hypothetically, versus your bowl with, I don't know, some other kind of fish. They're both poke. It's not like very specific about what it is. It's pretty broad.
As far as these chain restaurants go, yeah, it's probably. Is there something different in the Hawaiian culture? Maybe, but like as far as it goes, poke bowl is Chipotle bowl with sushi, and you just go, and they charge you by the size. That's the main differentiator. Besides the fact that one's like raw fish, and the other one's like cooked Mexican food. Is that they charge by the size of them. And not just,
I'm doing the podcast job right now, where I type something up and like look it up on my computer.
Okay.
According to Wikipedia,
Thanks.
poke is a dish of diced raw fish tossed in sauce and served either as an appetizer or a main course.
I
So
guess it's
almost
fish
kind of
type.
like ceviche, but raw.
Ceviche is a fish cured
raw.
and cured. Yeah,
Oh,
it's chemically cooked by citrus, so it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
raw.
yeah.
So like so it's agnostic to what kind of fish it is. So
Yeah. That's interesting.
Typically,
but I
think it's
recommend
tuna,
tuna, salmon, or spicy tuna.
Yeah.
Or all three if you got that kind of extra $2.50. I will say, I'm a. It's real iffy on the rice though. Yeah, rice plays a bigger role. I think the rice and the condiments play a bigger role in the poke bowl joint choice
for
than
sure.
the Qdoba versus Chipotle. It's basically the same. It's like, do I want the one that's better, or do I want the one that
9
like
times out of
worse?
10, man, I'm choosing the one with free queso.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're both good. I like them both.
But yeah,
One's free queso.
let's see.
It's the rice. Sometimes you get cold rice. Sometimes you get hot rice, and I kind of not sure how I feel about either option. Like sometimes you just get bad rice, and that's the worst. As
Yeah,
it's like the
for sure.
majority of the thing. But that's poke.
I will say I recently went to a mall food court with a couple of coworkers,
Nice.
and one of the coworkers was from Iowa.
Hmm.
And we're not eating poke, we're eating at a different restaurant, but sitting across the food court from a poke place. And we're all just enjoying our food, and he just goes, "What's poke?"
Yes.
It was awesome. It was so cool, dude.
Was poke.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Oh, man.
Fucking poke
Yeah.
bros is everywhere now. Poke burrito 86 is everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean the Wikipedia page for poke has all kinds of information. Go check it out if you're curious, such as I.
Mhm.
I did go. There used to be a restaurant in this town, which
Mahalo.
has a different one called Pokerito.
Oh yeah, poke burrito. I've been there too.
I don't know. It's now out of business or has at least moved to somewhere else. But
Yeah.
so I went there once, but I feel like the atmosphere wasn't very good, so I never.
No,
went
that
back,
place
so-
was weird. That dude,
Yeah.
they had like a dude with like a mole that had like 3 noticeable hairs on it.
Okay, I forgot about that guy. Yeah.
But like he was he was there, and like no, I don't know, it was real sad joint, real sorry joint. But I went there a few times. Cause
It was
like,
awesome. I
sometimes
loved
I
it. I
want
wish
a
it didn't
sometimes
close
I
down.
want a poke bowl. I never got a pokerito though. I wasn't.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I don't fuck with nori like that.
That's the seaweed stuff.
It's
Dude.
like the big C with these for the reps.
Also, another little fun fact about poke is that Captain James Cook first arrived somewhere
Nice.
The guy from
Yeah.
Star Trek.
who dealt with somewhere who was interested in poke with onion seeds, and so onions were introduced into poke via James Cook, who
Oh.
also apparently played a big role in kind of discovering a lot of like Pacific Islanders tattoo culture, not culture.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
thank him for all the white people with
with tattoos.
Polynesian tattoos.
That's right. So that's kind of funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Well, I think that I don't I'm unaware of any poke
Poke.
any poke company that's big enough. But I think it would be cool if they could get Lady Gaga on the track to make like a pokey face,
Pokey face. Yeah.
place.
Okay, face.
Because Lady Gaga is real hot right now. She's putting out her. What was the last song that Lady Gaga put out?
Shallow.
Yeah, from the movie, like her
Yeah, well-
movie tie-in song.
I don't think that Lady Gaga has to be out here releasing tracks or re-releasing tracks to be cool or to be, she'll just put on a pokey dress. It's a raw fish dress that she wears with a commercial, and then she's right back relevant again.
Well, speaking of not having to put out music and being real cool and above that, but then coming back and being relevant again. What about y'all heard about Lorde? You ever heard where's Lorde at lately?
She's on that song with Charlie XCX, right?
She is on that song with Charlie XCX, which is where I'm going. I listened to her new album Brat, and it is okay. It's an adequate album. I think 360 is a good song on there. The Lorde song is kind of weird, but Lorde's back, so it'll get views because of that.
I tried to give Brat a listen, and I chose the wrong environment. I was at work at my job,
Yeah.
and it was difficult to listen to Brat. But I will say it was kind of like it felt nostalgic. It felt like late aughts, early teens kind of vibe, and I can understand why it's so popular right now.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I wanted
thought
something better.
I mean, it's not something that I'm just gonna like sit down and listen to, obviously, but I get it.
Yeah. I'm a recent new fan of Charlie XCX,
Yeah.
as I've been expanded from upon the hyperpop, and she got some good songs. She got some songs that stink though, but that's every artist, I guess. So you can't all make winners.
No.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I heard a song by Carly Rae Jepsen in the TJ Maxx the other day.
New one?
No, not a new one. Well, kind of new. I mean, I went and listened to her album, her most recent album, The Loveliest Time, from 2023 today at work,
Yeah.
and it's great.
Oh.
It's excellent. I've listened to the whole thing before, but you should go listen to it if you haven't. Like, it's awesome. It's called The Loveliest Time, 2023. Carly Rae Jepsen. That's my music rec of the day.
What's it about?
Nice, man.
Well, her previous album, The Loneliest Time, I think was about a lonely time. And then I think I don't know the story. I'm not into the lore, but I think that she got with some dude who's famous for songwriting or something. And so it's kind of about their relationship.
Oh, so she's no longer lonely because she has someone to write her songs.
No, I think she writes them. I think she's just happy to have a partner.
I mean,
to share the ups and downs with, as far as I know. I don't know.
She should hard launch him on her Instagram post.
Yeah, but check it out, Carly Rae. So.
Yeah, nice.
Speaking of hard launching, I've got another segment. This came to me by mail today.
Mail. This is the hardest launch.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a snail mail launch. Anyway, we're coming up on our next podcast. Will actually be released on, or slightly after, the 4th of July. But just to get everybody ready, I got a mailer about a firework tent that is opening close to my house soon, and I just want to read you off the names of some of these fireworks.
Okay.
It's like
The Black Cat.
Donald Trump's America.
So there is one called, let's see, and there's an American themed one, Patriotic Melody. You can pick any two and get $10 off with this coupon that I have right here. There's something called the Hurritrain, a combination of the words hurricane and train.
Nice.
You can buy a 6-pack of Hellcats.
Nice.
Classic.
And this is pretty funny too. So they're now $19.99 they're on sale. They used to be $70.
Oh my god!
And
dude.
this mailer though, right? So they used to be 70, they're now 20. This mailer says save $90.
Huh?
Which is not the math. You're saving $50.
Checks out. It checks out. Checks out to me.
They've got one called Neon in Nature.
Okay, it's a good one.
Sinister Shells.
Mm.
They've got one called The Dark Web.
That's funny, dude.
The dark web.
They've got these ones that look like backpacks. It just says backpacks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fireworks are illegal in Illinois, so you have to drive like an hour north and go to Wisconsin, where like there's just a bunch of fireworks stores like on the border, like just like right there. It's like, you know, I don't know how they stay open for, because when are you using fireworks outside of Independence Day and what, New Year's?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. They've also got a
Unipolar
260
business.
shot Gatling gun, as well as handheld fountains, which are like Roman candles, but they're shaped like swords. So they have a little like a handle.
Oh, so it's even easier to do Roman candle fights now than it was before.
Yeah. Then they've got just artillery shell, super bomb, Saturn
Super bomb.
Saturn missile. Anyway, they've got
so-
one that's shaped like a Pokeball.
Nice. We love that. We love that. That's great. You know,
Yeah.
as we're coming up to the holiday, how do you guys normally participate in Independence Day fireworks? Do you put on your own show? That's the real question. You lighting your own fucking fireworks, or are you just going to like the local fireworks show, or one of the town municipalities' local fireworks show? Because there's a bunch of them. Because it's the 4th of July.
Yeah. I haven't
No
like,
judgment.
done my own fireworks since I lived at home with my parents.
But you did do that.
Oh yeah, totally, dude. What, am I supposed to drive 45 minutes to Birmingham to see a
Yeah.
fireworks show?
That is a good point. I don't know if the city that I grew up in did a fireworks show either.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, population density is a lot crazier, I guess, up here than it is down there.
Yes,
Like, I could
yeah,
drive.
Way over here,
I
come
could drive
on.
15 minutes left or right, or north or up or down, and get to a fireworks show on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I could drive home from one fireworks show and see 2 or 3 other ones on the way back. Like,
Yeah.
they're not as cool though when you're in a car. You're seeing them off to the side.
Yeah.
Fireworks show's only kind of good when you're in like the one spot in a lawn chair.
Yeah, I
Otherwise,
agree.
big
There's got to be
disappointment.
like a little bit of fear that you're going to be showered with fire.
Yeah, if,
Yeah.
if kids aren't going to be, being upset because it's too loud and needing headphones,
Yep.
I don't want to be there. Even though I was that kid and I didn't want to be there because the fireworks were fucking loud. I was the kid
Yeah.
with the earphones on. It's like, this shit was loud as hell. And you know what?
Oh yeah.
I was smart. I was smart back then. Protect your ears. As I listen to, my watch tells me when I'm listening to shit that's too loud. Like I go to a concert and it's like, yeah, your ears are gonna die. Leave. And I'm like, well, I'm stuck here for another hour or two. I'll listen to punk music, man. I'm sorry. I signed on for this.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys like? Do you guys, if you say you went to a fireworks show, are you like impressed? You like, wow, that was.
Yeah. I'm oohing. I'm on. I'm like, wow, that's a good one. That's great. I loved that one.
Yeah.
We should get more of those. That one stinks. We should get less of that one.
I think
Okay.
I feel like fireworks shows are kind of a lot of times I feel like when you go to like these live events and shows and everything, you get super excited beforehand and then maybe it lives up to the expectation, but a lot of times it's a little bit disappointing. I feel like fireworks is kind of the opposite. For me at least. I kind of go into it and I'm like, this is just a fireworks show. Like, how impressive can it be?
Yeah.
And then
I'm
after 10 minutes of, bombs going off in the middle of the air, you're like, oh, this is pretty
Yeah.
freaking cool. This is
I'm
pretty
We were
going
also
there with-
never. We weren't at Normandy or anything like that, so it's not like
Yeah.
we're having our flashbacks to Vietnam or whatever.
Yeah, I'm having a
So,
flashback
yeah.
to playing frisbee on 4th of July a couple years ago. My
That's
flashbacks
right.
are pretty good.
Yeah,
And,
scarfing down dogs, baby.
Yeah. Okay. No, I appreciate that. I was just like, they got those. I've never seen one of these in person. I've seen videos of it, but they've got
Fireworks
those
show?
drones that. No, I've seen plenty of fireworks show. If I was at home, like my family would spend, I don't know, it wouldn't go crazy, but we'd take this extreme fireworks mailer and go buy, I don't know, a couple $100 fireworks, shoot them off. Who cares?
Yeah.
And do it ourselves.
Damn. Hick shit.
And then we'd have to go around the next day and pick up all the burnt pieces of cardboard from
Ugh.
all around. And also, if it was like dry, which it often was, we would have to like go out there and or make sure we hose everything down afterwards so that it didn't start any fires and stuff like that.
The Yogi Bear was watching you.
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm showing
think,
up to these fireworks shows like I am to any teppanyaki, hibachi, like Benihana type joint. Like, I want to see the onion volcano, which is in this case the ones that pop up and then like fizzle out and become like a little like a rain shower. They go up there and psh, and they trickle down. They stay there. Need to see that. I need one that's really fucking loud. I need a really really fucking loud one. That's just loud for no reason. And then I need a fake finale. I need to be like, oh shit, is this the finale? And they hit us with the psych, and they hit us with a little inner rim, and there's another one coming in. Like
That's good.
Yeah,
that's what I need. That's what I need.
Although
for
I will
example-
say, there's something really nice about like getting just like a fuck ton of bottle rockets and cherry bombs, and then storing them up for a boring ass normal Saturday. That was kind of always my favorite thing to do. You stock up over the holidays,
Yeah.
and then you can have bottle rockets pretty much the rest of the year.
One of the things that I thought was like, if you go back and watch like Home Alone or whatever, he's got like a box of firecrackers or whatever that he's got in his closet.
Yeah.
I guess he had to drive to Indiana to get them or whatever because he's in Chicago. But he's using them to get the wet bandits or the sticky bandits or whatever.
They're the wet
yeah,
bandits. They're sticky bandits when they're in New York.
New York, yeah. He would have had to drive to New Jersey probably to buy those. Anyway,
That's not that far.
that's not that far as discussed last pod. But yeah, it's like a very classic. Like I love those little. I don't think these really count as fireworks, but you can get them at the fireworks place. Those little. It's like a little gum wrapper rolled up, but you throw it at the ground and it
Oh,
pops.
those are awesome. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
those are
great.
sick.
Those, that's the best. Yeah, those are fantastic. You throw them at people and they pop and like, what the fuck was that? And you just like go. Those are awesome. Everyone,
Yes.
no one does. Everyone gets freaked out when you throw one at them because, rightfully so. I won't say that it's a crazy response to be, jolted and or startled or maybe even flummoxed by having a little popper thing thrown at you.
Uh-huh.
So that's great for you if you're a mischievous kid to have. Some firecrackers would be good too.
Yeah,
Put 'em in-
firecrackers are only meant. They have one demographic, and that's mischievous kids.
Yeah.
Like, no one's buying firecrackers. No, firecrackers aren't fun. Like firecrackers at M80s are only meant to be put in spots where they're not supposed to be put there, so they blow something up, and then you get in trouble for it. Like there's no reason to make those. They're not cool to watch. You're just you're disrupting people. But my friends and I, we did like a flower baby, like, thing in school. Like we're like, oh, you got to take care of this bag of flour, and it's a baby or whatever.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, so we got to the end of that unit and we just blew them all up with firecrackers and shit.
That's pretty sick. That's cool, man.
Yeah. There's also ad for cigars on the back of this.
Oh,
Oh,
of
nice.
course.
I wish I liked cigars, frankly, but I don't. I don't like them. They're not good.
You know what we should do, man? Whenever we make it to like a milestone on this podcast,
I think we're going to hit something soon. 400,
Cigars.
300?
Yeah,
Something
milestones
like
we
Close
can
to
make
300,
ourselves.
Yeah.
What should we do?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
a cigar on the pod?
A cigar pod.
Yeah, dude. Actually, last podcast released is 286.
Oh wow.
This one's 287. So
Okay.
yeah,
So in like
We
6
got about-
weeks.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. We'll start thinking. Hey, let us know. We're at FKA the Pod everywhere. FKAthepod@gmail.com. Let us know what you think we should do for the big 300. That's like, I don't know, 4 years and some change of doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that's
started in
insane.
2020.
Like February 2020. Wow.
Yeah, like right before the pandemic, and then
Some say we caused that.
yeah, some, but not us. Just
Oh, man.
the local authorities of Guangzhou, China. No one else.
I loved when that got brought up in the debate.
Yeah, I thought that was a great. Like, what was your response to the FKA podcast creating the thing? You know, Biden had a good answer. Trump had a good answer. I bet RFK had a good answer when he was crying about it at home.
Yeah, when he was live tweeting through it.
Yeah, loser. R
Yeah.
LFK.
Well, nobody
That's-
wants to hear him anyway. He sounds horrible.
He's the worst. He's not enjoyable to listen to, and he believes the Chinese conspired with the Jews to create super COVID that didn't affect Jewish people. So like he's real in there. And by in there I mean out there.
You're saying he was wearing denim shoes?
He's probably wearing denim shoes.
Come on.
Oh man, that's good.
Speaking of that's
Um,
good. Remember MILF Manor? We talked about MILF Manor before, like in the past,
Think
right?
about the best TV show to ever exist.
Yeah, we hit up the garbage. We troll through the trash, and we talk about the Golden Bachelor and Dancing with the Stars and MILF Manor, where in the first season of MILF Manor, MILFs, mothers, are cougars basically. You know, these are older women who are moms who like to have sexual relations with younger men.
Yeah.
And in this case, they got the MILFs and their sons. There was like 12 or 20 of them all in one house, right? How do you make a more messy situation so people come to your reality TV show? Do you have any ideas before I tell you what they did do to make it an even messier situation?
God.
Oh, I just looked this
afraid.
up, so I think I know because there's a wrinkle that I don't remember from the last season here.
Shit. I'm scared about what you're about to tell me. I
Mhm.
know whatever I guess is going to be incorrect.
That's no fun.
Dude, how can it get fucking crazier than moms and their sons?
What about moms and their sons and their estranged husbands? Because not only is it MILF Manor, it's also MILF and DILF Manor at the same
Oh
time.
no, there's young women involved too.
No.
There's old men.
There's old
Okay,
men.
it's just young men, old men.
Yeah,
and
so
old women.
logistically, there's like 12 hot moms, and then 22, men that want to, respectively,
Oh,
for each
no.
one of them.
That sucks. Oh, that sucks. I
So-
think maybe what would have made it worse is if like the parents weren't estranged. They were just in a relationship looking for a third.
Oh, that would
Okay.
also be really bad.
That
That
would
would,
suck too, right?
that would be really
That
bad.
would suck too.
But regardless, you're sitting in a room and you're like, you fucked my mom, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Respectfully,
Fuck
your
you.
ex-wife is really hot, and
Yeah,
You
yeah,
giving
that's
nugs to her ex-husband in front of the kid's face, like
oh my god,
that sucks. That's weird. That's a whole bit. That MILF Manor exists. I'm also hearing good things about Below Deck, or under the deck, Below
I don't know
Deck.
that one.
It's another trashy reality show that I don't watch, but I hear about, where these people are like the staff of these super rich yachts,
Mhm.
right? And they're just all a bunch of young multinationals living in a high stress environment. So they're looking to fuck a lot, and there's just drama. Like there's just like hella drama. Well, because I mean, they're not gonna hire the uglies for the mega yacht either. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
my mom
Uh huh.
has historically watched this show. And
Hey,
one of
my
the things,
mom was on MILF, man.
no. One of the things is that these hot young people who are working for these charter boats, like a big portion of their pay is their tip, and so they're always trying to be like charming or to make really good food or whatever. And so it's always like every episode is like, okay, we've got these people, we're taking them out for like a week in wherever fancy destination we're in.
Turks and Caicos.
And then it kind of all comes down to
Maldives.
like the last minute where like somebody's handing out like little envelopes full of, you know, doubloons or euros or whatever they might be. And then it's like, oh man, nice, we got this amount, which is like means they really liked us, so we're gonna go party at whatever, you know, Cozumel or wherever we are. So that was kind of it has a little bit of like, but it's like I don't really care if you get a big tip, but they try to make it dramatic where it's like, oh, what's the tip gonna be, you know, because I guess they're kind of like, you know, servers where it's like they get paid however much, but the most of their money comes from these tips. So I don't know, I wasn't really that interested, but it's like, look, you can look at these destinations and these young people.
Yeah, and
cooking
they got
food
they
or
got
whatever.
fucking tea.
Yeah. Tea.
Tea.
Oh yeah,
What's-
shout out to Boston Harbor, Boston Harbor.
What's not-
Tea
shout
party.
out. Shout out. I don't know. Did that happen? Did that happen around now? 200-ish years ago?
I think that was like, so July 4th is when the Declaration was signed.
That's when we said like we quit. Like that's when
Yeah.
we put a resignation in that day.
But it's
Effective
you know, we sign it, but like
Uh-huh.
when do they even hear about it over in England? It's got to be like a couple weeks. And the Boston Tea Party was probably like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something.
Shit. Yeah, that
Things
makes
took
sense.
longer back in
that
the
shot
day.
though was heard around the world. They heard it instantly. They were just like, "What the fuck was that? What's going on with this shot? What was that shot sound?"
Yeah, what was that? Was that the Boston Massacre? Crispus
shot-
Attucks.
Yeah, a shot heard around the world. It was the start of a revolution. The rest of the song?
From Hamilton?
No, from Schoolhouse Rock, bro.
Oh.
The original Hamilton, Schoolhouse Rock.
Original Hamilton. Let me just look at a quick timeline of Revolutionary War. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was really that important that all these people signed a piece of paper at this time. Because there's like a lot of other stuff that had to happen for, you know what I mean? I guess you have
Yeah.
to pick a date to be important.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
mean-
all it was, right?
It's crazy how like a lot of revolutions or like Independence Days or those types of holidays are all in the summer.
Yeah.
It's like it's fucking hot. I'm upset with our current establishment that we have. I could really use a holiday for the next 150 years or so. Around
Okay.
now.
Well, the shot heard around the world, which I think was the Boston Massacre, was in 1770. Six
Oh, yeah.
years before
They were deliberating.
the Boston Tea Party, 3 years before the Declaration.
Okay.
All right. They put some
And
kind of
also
whiskey
they were-
tax on them. Like what drove us? What pushed us over the edge?
I don't know, dude. They were fighting already. There was the Battle of Lexington and Concord, April 19th, 1775. So the Declaration of Independence wasn't until after the war had already started. A year. I don't know. We didn't
They
learn
had to make
about
it
this stuff.
official. They soft launched it with the Lexington whatever one, and they hard launched it with the thing. So then they're good.
Yeah, they got to put it in writing.
Yeah.
But if you want to get at us in writing, you can hit us up at fkthepod@gmail.com, x.com at fkthepod, twitter.com is what I just said. It's the same as X. Doesn't exist anymore. We got TikTok at fkthepod, YouTube at fkthepod, Instagram at fkthepod, Threads at fkthepod. Change it up on the last one. You guys got anything to throw in before we leave?
Let us know your favorite tea party
And or
Come
Chipotle.
Sandwich.
What's
your
your favorite Chipotle
finger
place?
food at a tea party.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. No, I guess everybody have a happy and safe 4th of July.
Yeah, keep all your fingers. No JPPs out here.
That's right. That's right. Actually, before we get out of here, I have heard before that 4th of July is like maybe one of the biggest days for emergency room visits. So for real.
Yeah,
Nice.
don't let your own fireworks.
Yeah.
And don't deep fry your own turkey. Keep yourself safe on these holidays. And,
Your 4th of July turkey.
I mean, November's just around the corner. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, gobble gobble.
FKA the pod, where we set you free.